Welcome to this special interview on This Is Beirut. Lebanese women continue to break barriers in sports. Lea Dahrouge has become the first Lebanese woman to compete in a wind tunnel tournament. She's representing Lebanon in a sport that doesn't even exist in the country, proving once again that for Lebanese talents, the sky is truly the limit. Let's meet Lea Dahrouge. Lea, thank you for joining us all the way from Barcelona, Spain.
Thanks to you for hosting me.
Leia, you're now in Barcelona, not only competing but also working as a wind tunnel instructor. First, tell us more about this sport because I'm sure not many people have heard of it before.
Yeah, so the wind tunnel is known also as the indoor skydiving. So it's a sport. Usually, athletes like skydivers prefer to come in the tunnel and to train there because they can do a lot of improvements. It's way faster than in the sky. But also, we have other profiles that come to try only once, and then they love it and they want to learn how to fly. I think it's the dream of everyone to know how to fly, and in the wind tunnel, it's possible, and the evolution is addictive. So when you start learning how to fly, you start understanding what your body is doing. So how to go up, down, how to turn, and it's so interesting, and it's like tiring. Like your training is like 10 minutes.
And indoor skydiving, Leia, is an extreme sport. How risky is it? What precautions do you usually take to ensure safety for yourself and when training others?
So when I started to do my instructor course, we did a lot of trainings. So for the first step, we did the 1 month and intense training, learning how to make people fly, but knowing also like experiencing also all the worst case scenarios and what to do in these cases. Like we have a lot of clients with different profiles, athletes or non-athletes. It's from 5 years old till no age. So we have a lot of profiles and we need to know how to deal with them. So safety-wise, a wind tunnel instructor does a big instructor course to be able to make people fly because we have the life of our clients in our hands, literally in our hands. So
Leia, we're now
it's
displaying some footage from your latest competition at the Wind Games 2025 in Spain. With your moves and the music in the background, you make it seem like it's all fun and games. But I can imagine that it's much harder than it seems.
Yeah, so especially I chose to participate in the freestyle discipline and the Win Games. So the Win Games is a big tournament. It's the ninth edition that they do. Before that, the World Cup existed. They started to do this, and there are participants from all over the world that come and participate. What is the difficult in my freestyle routine is that we have like three things to prepare. Like there is the free routine that you saw with my music. It's where we can do whatever we want. Like we will be noted. We will be there will be grades on the difficulty of the movements, the presentation, the time. If we leave at the time that we put, and even before this routine, we send always what we have to do, and we have to do it in order. So there is everything is controlled. And then we have two other phases. It's called the compulsory. So we have to put three compulsories in a routine, and we have to do it in one line and in one circle. So also this is will be graded. So
Interesting. Leia, why did you choose to fly to the song Ahwak by Fayrouz?
of course, I wanted, as Lebanese patriot I am, I always want to represent Lebanon in everything. Even in my work, I always talk about Lebanon. And here it was a great opportunity. This was a song like that also had. it was Zid Hamdan who did it in another way. So I felt a lot uh, about showing the world our cultural music also, and putting it in a routine. So people were amazed by the song when I was out. They were really touched, especially that here in Spain, people are more emotional of what's happening in Lebanon.
Leah, as we mentioned earlier, this sport doesn't exist in Lebanon. So, how did you first find your passion for indoor skydiving?
So I started skydiving. We don't have it in Lebanon also, but I went with a friend doing my tandem jump. I went to Portugal. I did my first tandem jump, and I saw my friend doing her license, and I saw, okay, if she can do it, she will be so strong. And then when I came back to Lebanon, 2 months later, I decided to go and do my license, and I went to Italy and I started jumping. As we don't have this sport in Lebanon, skydiving, and I wanted a good level quickly. I know that if you go in the wind tunnel, your level will be excellent, and I will. Like with my age, I'm not that young. I'm 33 years old. I wanted the fastest evolution, so I searched for a job anywhere in skydiving and in wind tunnel, and then I started. I went to do my instructor course in Paris.
And Leah, what challenges does the lack of access to this sport in Lebanon create for you as a Lebanese athlete trying to represent your country internationally?
This sport, like the champions of in this sport, started at 5 years old, and they train every day. It's a big budget to have the world championship level, but if you want, you can do it. It's just a big amount of money because a big amount of training, and that's why also I decided to be an instructor and to be able to fly more, not with the price that I would have put to fly on my own. So there were a lot of challenges when I went to Paris. Culturally, it was not that easy to work in Europe. Like we face a lot of challenges. We are used to be in Lebanon, well surrounded. Then you change completely environment. I had to do my instructor course which was very intense. I had to discover a new culture and be okay with it, and being a woman also, and like in Lebanon we are used to be when we are a woman, like to be, I will not say well treated, but like in Europe it's a different treatment. So it was a long journey, long difficult journey, but it pays off, and it was a very good experience, and I don't regret. And I love all every second of my journey.
Leah, we don't really have an air sport federation in Lebanon yet. What challenges does that create for you when it comes to representing Lebanon internationally?
So with other Lebanese, we are trying now to build a federation, but in Lebanon everything is slower, and we are doing it on our own, discovering how to do it. The bad thing is that, for example, there's the World Cup in April, and if I want to participate and represent Lebanon this year, I cannot because there is no federation. I tried to contact this in Swiss, the FII committee, and they told me it's doable but not this year, so we have to do create a federation, do everything to show them that we are here, and then there is a committee that has to meet on October 2025, and to see if we can enter in the FAI or not. So we are trying our best. I hope it works for next year. Um, we need support. I don't know if anyone can help. We will be grateful also.
But Leah, you have a dual citizenship. Your mother is Hungarian. So would you be able to represent Hungary this year in the World Championship and then switch to Lebanon in the future?
Yeah, so that's why I'm lost now, and I don't know if I do it or not. Yes, I have the possibility to participate as a Hungarian, but as you know, we are talking about World Championship, and I need a lot of training to do this. Like all the wind tunnel flyers are training every day. I see like from their stories. It's different mindset, different level, and I tried to search a little bit like sponsorship to do it, but I understand like Lebanese people would prefer to for me to participate with Lebanon, and I understand it. I was lost if I do it or not. I will do it. If I do it, I will do it only to get experience and to learn a little bit what is the World Cup, and in a different eye, maybe followed by a European push. But the bad thing is that if I participate with Hungary this year, I will not be able to participate with Lebanon for 2 years. So you cannot participate every year with a country. You have to wait 2 years to do it.
So you're still not sure whether you're gonna represent Hungary this year?
No, I need the really sponsorship. So I'm trying to get some. Maybe I will use only my name, but representing Hungary. Or my second project is to participate in other competitions, not the World Cup, as a Lebanese, to be sponsored by Lebanese people to push me up. And when we will have the federation, I will participate with Lebanon. So I have 2 ways, but I have really to decide fast.
Leah, moving back to your experience when you first started your journey, what is it like working in this field as a Lebanese athlete?
So I love people. So I was so happy that I found a job where I meet a lot of people, I socialize a lot, and in the same time it's a sport. So I think I found the job of my dream, and I push all the Lebanese that are interested to do this to try and like to have a different profile. You know, in Lebanon we are always told that you have to be lawyer, architect, and we don't have this path that is an option and that can also bring you good amount of money if you are a good coach. And so it's a real job. So when I left, I and so during my journey and with my clients, I always talk about Lebanon. So even the reviews of my old job and now in Windoor, Barcelona, if you enter to see the reviews, they are okay. It was a very cool experience, thanks to Leah, and Lebanon is the best country of the world. Like in all my briefing, I only talk about Lebanon. Um, Being abroad, it's difficult to be happy. I'm happy with my job. I am happy in my life, but of course, there's a big part of my heart that is in Lebanon. So I try to keep it always with me. Yeah.
Leah, what's next for you this year? Are you planning to participate in any competitions soon?
So yeah, I'm looking at the competitions that there are in Europe, especially, and there are. So I will, if I don't have a sponsor, I will keep training at my rhythm, and um, and I will try to participate in other competitions. But because every competition is an experience, and I learned a lot through my first competition.
And with that, we come to the end of this interview. Lea Dahrouge, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Spain. Keep shining and
Thanks
making
to you.
Lebanon proud.
Thanks to you, and see you next time.
And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Make sure to follow This is Beirut on all our social media platforms and check out our website for more.